Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody, and welcome back, Kalina Bunnell from New Horizon Academy.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing well, and we are going to have some fun here like we always do.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about the importance of getting your kids to read at a very, very early age. Now, explain why this is so important.
Yeah, so we know that reading is really the foundation for all learning that happens in our schools and in school, in kindergarten and beyond. We know that kids need about 10,000 to 12,000 words. They need to be exposed to so many words.
I want you to say that again because you and I were talking before this started. I had no idea that's the bank of words they need to be associated with or familiar with, I should say, before they get to it.
Before kindergarten, so 10 to 12,000 words. So that just goes to show how important reading is. We have some really great ways that you can squeeze reading into your busy schedule as a family.
All right, let's do that. Let's rattle off some of the ways you can do this and get your kids to start reading early, because if you get them to read early, it's going to become a habit.
Yes, it's going to become a habit. And like I said, it lays the foundation for all learning. If you can read, you can do so many other basic skills.
All right, what's the first thing?
First is just scheduling time in your day for reading. So a lot of times squeezing that in before bedtime is just a really great way. Your kids know what to look forward to. It helps them calm down every day. They look forward to it. They might have a book that you're reading over and over again. But that repetition, as cumbersome as that can be for a parent, is really great for their brain.
So this is scheduling it like you schedule brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay?
So just adding it into your daily routine.
And how long of a period are you thinking about?
I think it depends on the child. As long as they're interested, maybe it's one book. I know sometimes my kids aren't, they still want to keep reading when we've read our 5th book. So really, I think anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. But also just being a reading role model as an adult. So maybe you're reading together with your child. They're a little bit older and they can do some independent reading.
Okay.
You're reading your book, they're reading theirs. Maybe you're reading a book together.
Okay. All right. Just showing them that you're reading. My dad read the paper cover to cover when we were growing up.
Just role modeling the importance of reading. Listening to books is really popular. However you like to take in those books, being a role model for your child.
Right. And another thing that you mentioned too about reading is always have a book available.
Yeah, always having a book on you. So maybe you're out and about and you're a busy mom and you have a book in your purse. And you have some time to wait at the doctor's office.
Okay.
That's a really great time to get some reading in. Maybe you're in the grocery store and your kids are in the cart and you can pull that book out and they can read, they can look at the pages, they can point familiar things out to you.
Or maybe, if we come back to the desk here, maybe we're talking to a gal named Kalina and you reach in your back pocket and you pull out a book.
You have my favorite book.
How about that? About this one now, Brown Bear, what do you see? All right, it has all kinds of really cool. I just opened it up at random and it shows my favorite animal in the book.
The purple cat.
The purple cat.
And this book, no matter how old a child is, it's easy for them to point out the colors. It's easy for them to point out the animals. What sound does that animal make? All kinds of vocabulary can come from that book, even if they can't read the words.
But you don't need to carry a book in particular. You can just look at the things around you.
Yeah, so when you're in the grocery store, pointing out things that are familiar to your children, we have some boxes here. Driscoll's Raspberries, really popular brand. They can identify the letters. Maybe when they're older, they can identify the actual word. Street signs are another really great opportunity. These are in a block. From a block set, but obviously you see these when you're driving.
Wow. Yeah, it's a great idea just to show those things.
And just basic, a New Horizon Academy sign, a Hy-Vee sign, all things that your children drive by routinely.
Yeah, or even the street signs.
Street signs.
Look at the street signs as well.
Identifying letters and also words.
Now, another option is to listen to books.
Listen to books. Audiobooks are very popular, and I think a lot of times when you hear audiobook, you think of an adult book. There are so many great resources for children's books on audio now, and also really great audio podcasts for children. So Sesame Street, There's a lot of Disney podcasts and Disney books that your kids are probably familiar with that you can listen to on the go.
No, parenting pickup podcast is probably a good
yeah.
one. You might
yeah,
check
our
that one out.
podcast is wonderful. We love it, and you will too.
Okay, and then create a Nook. You can create a Nook here and have special books inside of there. But how about we let everybody know as to where your locations are, because you're all over the state now.
Yeah, so we're all over the state. We have most of our locations here in Des Moines. So we're downtown off Southwest 9th and West Des Moines off University. In Johnston, we have a location in Pella. We also have a great partnership with ITA Group in West Des Moines off of Vista Drive. Urbandale, Ankeny now, and then we're also in Dubuque. And Lou, you're one of the first to hear it. We're expanding over into Wisconsin.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to come back and talk about that as
We
well.
are.
All right, we have that. It is I Love to Read Month, and New Horizon Academy can help get your kids how they can get started reading and enjoy it at the same time. Thank you so much, Kalina.
Yes,
all right.
thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody.